As the federal government unveils a new billion-dollar climate adaptation strategy today, here at York University, two professors have built a mobile device that could revolutionize how we monitor plant health, as well as advise on steps we can take to fix damage caused to the environment. At this greenhouse on campus, Karina Kaufman and her biophysics classmates are collecting plant samples to analyze, such as leaves off this coffee tree.
Plants, in general, as a whole, are very applicable to human health. I mean, we eat fruits and vegetables all the time.
In the basement of the Petrie Science Building, a new photon counting device. It measures particles of light. The capability has been in labs since the 60s, but this one is mobile, the first of its kind for a 2022 world.
We were able to make it very small, very compact. Instead of running off 10,000 volts, we're able to run off 27 volts.
Professors William Petro and Ozzie Mermit built their adaptation over 4 years. So compact, it can fit in a briefcase and run off batteries. It got put to use measuring the photosynthesis of plants starting in June. Using that coffee tree leaf gathered earlier, they get a baseline sample on the computer before looking at the impacts of stressors.
At least two mechanisms of how this plant is emitting light.
In this experiment, part of the leaf is put in a freezer for around 15 minutes.
From this trace, it almost looks like that we've injured the plant from the chill stress.
We're seeing very little emission from this plant after it's been cold shocked.
The leaf is left to sit at room temperature for another 15 minutes.
There's nothing here. What do you think? Yeah, it's continuing to die. It doesn't recover.
Even though the analysis of the photosynthesis says it's dead, it still looks the same.
Would you be able to tell if this has been
Absolutely not.
hijacked?
I can't tell that anything's off, really.
Vital to know for those growing plants. So how can this technology be adapted in the world outside the classroom?
Based on the baseline of this measurement and monitoring that over time, we can start to see how plants are reacting to those environmental stressors. And hopefully, maybe in the future, we can look at things like climate change and greenhouse emissions and gases and how those things are affecting the health of plants, crops.
As for what comes next for the device, planning is underway to fit it onto a drone that can sweep over large plots of land.
It could be flown over like the Brazilian rainforest to inspect, for example, the effect of industrialization on plant life and planet Earth. How does climate change affect that?
Meanwhile, students like Kaufman aren't hiding their excitement being the first to learn this.
It feels like a dream to be involved in this scientific process as it unfolds in front of us. It's a really unique opportunity to be exposed to technology that is so novel and so fresh.
For more about this story, head to citynews.ca. In Toronto, Nick Westoll, City News.